Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered just how vast, strange, and beautiful our universe truly is? Space, as quiet and still as it may seem from Earth, is full of mysteries, extremes, and places so bizarre they defy our everyday understanding of physics and reality itself. Today, we are going to explore some of the most mind-blowing facts and ideas in astronomy, things that might make you rethink your place in the universe. Let's start with something deceptively simple. The moon, you've probably heard, that we always see the same side of the moon from Earth. But why is that? The reason is a phenomenon called tidal locking. The moon takes the same amount of time to rotate on its axis as it does to orbit Earth, about 27.3 days. This synchronized dance means one side always faces us, while the far side, often mistakenly called the dark side, remains hidden. It's not dark, it gets sunlight too. But it's mysterious because we didn't see it directly until space missions sent back images. This odd relationship is the result of gravitational forces slowly slowing the moon's rotation over millions of years. Now it's locked into place, forever turning its same face to us. But imagine for a second, what if the moon suddenly disappeared? Earth would suffer more than just darker nights. The moon stabilizes our planet's tilt and therefore our climate. Without it, Earth's seasons would swing wildly, tides would be tiny, and over tens of thousands of years, life could be profoundly affected. Now, zooming out a bit, let's talk about the Sun, our life-giving star. Most people know it's hot, but did you know that Venus, the second planet from the Sun, is actually hotter than Mercury, which is closer? This seems counterintuitive until you understand Venus's thick atmosphere made mostly of carbon dioxide. It traps heat through a runaway greenhouse effect. Surface temperatures on Venus can reach up to 475 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. It's a hostile, toxic world with clouds of sulfuric acid and crushing atmospheric pressure, making it perhaps the most inhospitable place in our solar system, even worse than Mercury. It's a stunning reminder that distance from the Sun is the only factor in a planet's temperature. Let's dive deeper into the strange corners of the cosmos. Black holes are among the most fascinating and terrifying objects in space. A black hole is a point in space where gravity is so strong not even light can escape. At the center lies the singularity, a point where all our known laws of physics break down. Time and space distort in unimaginable ways. If you were to fall into a black hole from the outside, you'd appear frozen in time, slowly being stretched into what scientists call spaghettification, as tidal forces pull you apart. But from your own perspective, you'd continue falling until ... Well, we don't really know. That's part of the mystery. Some theories suggest you could emerge in another universe, or even travel through time. Others say you'd simply be destroyed. But because we can't observe what happens inside a black hole, the truth remains one of science's biggest unknowns. And if black holes weren't strange enough, think about neutron stars, the collapsed cores of massive stars left behind after a supernova explosion. A neutron star is so dense that a single teaspoon of its material would weigh about 6 billion tons. These remnants spin rapidly, sometimes hundreds of times per second, and emit powerful beams of radiation. When we detect those beams from Earth, we call them pulsars. They're essentially cosmic lighthouses. The magnetic fields and gravitational forces at work here are so extreme, they border on the surreal. It's like nature showing off just how wild it can get. But space isn't all deadly physics and fireballs. It's also breathtakingly beautiful. Take Saturn's rings, for example. They're made of billions of pieces of ice and rock, some as small as grains of sand, others as large as houses. These rings may look solid from afar, but they're incredibly thin, sometimes just 10 meters thick in places, and they're not permanent. Scientists believe Saturn's rings may be relatively young, perhaps only a few 100 million years old, and they're slowly disappearing. Micrometeorite impacts and solar radiation are causing the ring particles to drift into Saturn's atmosphere, creating what researchers call ring rain. One day, those iconic rings might be gone entirely. Speaking of beauty, nothing compares to the images we've received from the James Webb Space Telescope, the most powerful space telescope ever built. Since its launch, Webb has peered deeper into the universe than ever before, capturing galaxies as they were just a few 100 million years after the Big Bang. It's like looking through a cosmic time machine. These images don't just show us pretty lights, they reveal the composition of distant atmospheres, the formation of stars, and the very building blocks of the universe. It's helping us answer questions that were once considered impossible, like how galaxies form, whether life could exist on other planets, and even what dark matter might be. Which brings us to one of the biggest cosmic questions. Just how big is the universe? Really? The observable universe stretches over 93 billion light-years in diameter. That's just the part we can see. Beyond that, the universe may go on forever, or it might loop back on itself like a cosmic sphere. And what's even more mind-blowing is that the universe is expanding faster and faster, driven by a mysterious force called dark energy. We don't know what it is, but it makes up about 68% of the universe. Combine that with dark matter, which we can't see but know is there because of its gravitational effects, and suddenly everything we see, stars, planets, gas clouds, is less than 5% of the total content of the universe. That means most of the universe is made of stuff we don't even understand yet. Now consider this. If our universe is so vast, could there be others? The multiverse theory suggests that our universe may be just one of many, maybe even an infinite number, each with its own laws of physics. Some might have no stars, others could be filled with black holes. A few might even have conditions similar to our own. It's a speculative idea, but one that serious physicists are exploring, especially when trying to understand what happened before the Big Bang, or what lies outside the boundaries of space and time. As we ponder these mysteries, we should remember that all this knowledge is still in its infancy. Just 100 years ago, people didn't even know other galaxies existed beyond our own. Now, thanks to technology, collaboration, and curiosity, we're mapping the universe, exploring other planets, and even preparing to return humans to the moon and possibly set foot on Mars within our lifetime. Missions like Artemis aim to establish a long-term human presence on the moon, which could act as a stepping stone for missions deeper into space. So, the next time you look up at the stars, consider this. Every point of light you see is a sun, many with planets of their own. Some of those planets may have life. Some may have civilizations wondering if they're alone, just like us. The universe is not just a place of distant wonders. It's a reminder of how small we are, how much we don't know, and how much more there is to discover.